One of the things we like to do on App Talks, Charlie, is do some peer-to-peer advice. What advice would you give me if I was kind of in the situation you were in and were looking for an ERP solution?
I think there'd be three things. I think that the first thing is, if you can avoid it, don't migrate your data. You know, everybody's going to chafe at that. I want to know. I want my sales reports. I want to know where I've been. Dump it out into an Excel file and focus on moving your company into software that can help you do new things, rather than focus on spending a lot of money and a lot of time bringing over information which isn't going to be as useful as most people anticipate it's going to be. A lot of the foot dragging that we did was, how are we going to move our information over? And what we were missing, the opportunity cost, is that all of that new functionality, all of the kind of the liberation that we were going to experience, we waited probably a year and a half longer than we needed to get there. And the fact is that we have all of the records of the old information that we periodically look at, but it doesn't very much inform what we do going forward. So I would say don't move data over if you can possibly avoid it. Come up with 100 reasons not to, rather than stick to the one reason exactly. that you want to. The second thing is that when you move into a software like a Kenandy, you know, and you move into Kenandy, you don't need to be preoccupied with software development. You know, you can manage and map your business processes yourself, and this is really important. I think that everybody's business is unique, but being fixated on how unique it is and how specialized it is another place that people will spend too much time. Working on things that are not necessarily going to be particularly useful. You can do a lot of it yourself and take your time to do it. But the third thing is the most important, and that's that you're going to, anybody who puts in software that's this sophisticated, lets you do all of these things, is going to be iterating through versions of things that don't work, iterating through these points of failure, and that's the fun part. That's the part that you need to get excited and engaged around. And I think as a piece of advice is look to do that and be disciplined about that and make that part of the mission to get to where you need to be somewhere down the road, because you'll find success. You'll find a great deal of success if you're willing to do things and try things and adjust things, and then move on from there.
And what does the future look like? Obviously, you're still in the transformational process. You've got all these great incubator things spinning up, and what do you see in the future?
So the future for Merrow is branded stitching and building value in stitching, and we are going to be building all sorts of new products over the next 3 or 4 years that create unique and terrific value points in the market for sewn products. The startups it's just the beginning of us developing this startup process. We'll continue to do, I think we'll probably try to do one every 6 months, and that's an exciting thing. But perhaps the most exciting thing that we have sitting in front of us is the development of a technology and textile lab, where we're building a design center to bridge together the Internet of Things, complicated new technical soft goods, and then production and design know-how, to create a center in Massachusetts where people can come, entrepreneurs, established brands, students right out of school who are looking to do something creative, to develop and design products infused with technology to build that next generation of soft goods, which people will be wearing and using in 5 years. And in doing that, in building that lab and organizing that lab, we'll be building in Fall River, Massachusetts, the production facilities to be able to produce much of this. And so what we see going forward is, for Merrow, is a company that's going to be much more diversified than it is right now, and hopefully, and very significantly, impact our entire industry, not just with sewing machines, but with a design development process that will bring technology into the apparel space that will then give Merrow more ideas and more reasons to develop new products. So we're very excited about what we have looking forward to.
That's fantastic. Thanks, Charlie, very much. I really enjoyed speaking with you. And thank you for joining us. And I look forward to seeing you on the next App Talks.